won 6 league titles there and won the Champions League with them as a manager as well, and did so well with Korea, won the AFF Cup and then beat Germany in the World Cup of 2018. And he said, I want to transfer some of that mentality to my players. And he said, Indonesians are too nice, too friendly. I don't want him to be so friendly. He speaks his mind, Roshan. That might rub people off the wrong way sometimes. As Thailand come forward here with Supachok. Is there a foul there? Yes, it is.
Well, that was really well worked by Thailand again. They're a joy to watch in possession. I mean, the way they sort of worked it out from under pressure down that left-hand side, switch of play, find a link in Supachok there, who was aware enough to hold on to it. He knew he had to sort of wait for the run of the roller on the outside of him. He was able to turn away from that pressure, win a free kick in a really good position. No Tirathon for them though.
Yeah, this would be something he'd like to step up for. This is fairly central. There's a bit of a discussion.
He's not too bad as well, to be fair, Bodin.
He's saying, I want this one. Here's Bodin. We had a classic free kick from not too far away from that position a few days ago, Roshan. It'd be pretty hard to replicate that. But the final will be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I think this is technique. You can see he's already looking up as he wants to hit that Bodin. His head goes up before he makes contact with the ball.
There's Sivarak, who's had to come in for Chachai. Sustained an injury in that second leg. He filled in very, very well. Elias Dola gets the header first. Delightful ball from Chanatip. Here's Bodin, he's looking for some support. It was excellent work, wasn't it, from Asnawi, who's tenacious, but has conceded a free kick here.
It's a really good battle. Now this side of the pitch, Asnawi is a very talented defender. It's a good challenge. Quick to get up on his feet to try and recover. And he needed to time this one really well. Just perhaps a little bit overzealous on the second one.
Another one of those, Roshan, that plays his football overseas.
That's right.
In Korea. Bodin Pala on the free kick again here. Bodin, ball does its job. Here's Chanatip. Wasn't the touch I think he would have wanted there. Titipan. Indonesia try to break forward. Witan Sulaiman, lovely touch from him. Slips that into Irfan. It bubbles around. They're asking for the penalty. Some of them, the referee points the other way. That has been the best attack so far.
Yeah, look at the player who's made that challenge. It's Chanatip. He's covered so much ground to get himself back there, and that's been one of the impressive things about Chanatip in this campaign, is his willingness to track back and help out defensively. It all started, I think we can see quite clearly that it's a foul to Thailand. Chanatip just gets across, he does well, uses his body well, and then gets a kick from Irfan. Here's another close-up for you. Goes right through the back of Chanatip's leg there.
A lot of ground, isn't it? He's covered there, tracking back.
A wonderful move from Indonesia, though. It all started from Ricky Kambuaya, who beat a couple of Thai players. Played a lovely ball forward for Witan Sulaiman. That first touch from Witan was excellent because it continued the momentum of the move. Allowed him to play that attempted pass in behind.
Rolla. Back to Elias Dola. Here's Kritsada.
I think first time we've seen Kambuaya really get on the ball was just then.
We've said his name.
That's right. Not his fault, of course. It's been difficult for Indonesia to get anything done in possession.
What a touch that is from Supachok to Rolla, who's steaming into the penalty area. Laid back for Chanatip. Supachok. Now Wiratep taking a heavy touch. And perhaps here Indonesia can break again. Taking too long on the ball. Asnawi. There was space in midfield, wasn't there? Bordin. Straight in the keeper, that was offside. Russian, they've got to get that ball zip faster, don't they?
Yeah, and there was a real chance for Indonesia to break forward on the counter-attack. Asnawi, he needed to play that ball quicker. Instead, it broke down in midfield. Bordin's just offside. He does stray offside. You can see him just leaning forward. Flag gone up. Good decision by the assistant referee.
At their pace, Russian, the counter-attack at the moment seems their best option, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The way that Thailand are coming and pressing them high.
You know, if they can get out of the counter-press. That's the thing, they haven't been able to get out of Thailand's counter-press. And counter-press meaning the moment Thailand lose the ball, Thailand straight away want to win it back. So they're quick to close down again and try and win the ball back again. And Indonesia are sort of just panicking in those moments, in those possession phases. But you just look at the connections here between the Thai players, how close they are to each other. They're all moving in tandem, looking to provide support. I mean, those possession numbers are just ridiculous.
But it's one in which, different some of the other possession stats we've seen where Thailand are actually utilising this, aren't they, the possession?
Yeah, it's almost as if Polking has said, yeah, oh, so you said we're not doing well in possession. Okay, I'll show you.
Exactly.
It's almost as if he's taken it personally.
He was distinctly unamused by that whole possession comment. And certainly this feels, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is more possession than they had against even the likes of Timor-Leste. They've absolutely dominated the ball, haven't they? Here's Wiratep. Now Tristan Doe. Here's Bordin Pala. He's going on a surging run himself, Bordin Pala. Witan Sulaiman. Now for Indonesia. Two players right on him. You have not a moment to breathe when you have the ball if you're an Indonesian player.
This is what I was referring to. The moment they win it, Thailand are quick to just swarm around them. And if it takes conceding a free kick, sure, do it, because you break up that opportunity to counter-attack. And again, Witan, as I mentioned earlier, whenever he's on the ball, you see Thai players desperate to get around him defensively to try and stop him from doing anything. They're really nullifying Witan's threat at the moment.
Well, the man of talking is of German and Brazilian descent. Bit of Gegen pressing from him, Russian perhaps. And that is away from Tirisan Dangda. This is without 7 regulars today, Russian, as well. This is the ability of this side. That's a scary thing, isn't it? Now Ferdinand Dewanga. Now Asnawi. Witan Sulaiman gives that away rather cheaply. Back with Thailand. That's why they've seen so little of the ball. Just can't hold on to it even when they do have it. Supachok.
Yeah, the level of talent sort of coming through in these countries is just incredible. I mean, yes, you talk about population and all that, and sure, they've got a bigger talent pool, but also, I think football is life in these places, you know? It's a massive part of the culture.
Yeah, if you visited Indonesia or Thailand, you see every patch of grass, any plot, little space, kids are playing. Great to see. Supachok. Here's Tirisan. Waiting for that little overlapping run from Bordin Pala. Oh, he's found some space there, Tirisan, and the shot is wide. He wants that second.
The combinations are just outstanding from Thailand. I mean, the way they're able to just pass it through this Indonesian side, it's just too easy. And they are making it look easy. It's not easy, but they're making it look so simple. And again, pressing here to win the ball back.
Here's Tristan Doe. They've got a corner here, Thailand. There was a moment in that earlier move where Rahmat was talking to Rizky about go for the man, track him, keep an eye on him. they're not able to, Roshan, at the moment. The movement is
they
amazing.
Just can't keep up with the level, the quality, the pace of the movement, and how quickly the ball is moving as well. You see it from Thailand. It's 1 and 2 touch play. It's 1 and 2 touch play, and it moves on to the next player. And then when they need to show that quality, that individual quality to beat a man or to hang on to it, to draw players towards them before releasing it into space, they know when to do that as well. Awareness of the spaces that they're in. They're just in complete control of this game so far.
Trying to tip. Now they're going to go short. Well, they do, but it's to Kritsada. Charged down by Didik Setiawan. And it's a foul by the Thai skipper.
They lose it. They press again. Can't win it. Foul. Stop the play. Get everyone back into defensive shape. Get themselves organized. That experience coming in handy. And speaking of experience, you brought up average ages earlier. I had a bit of a chuckle to myself because I remember speaking to Haris Harun, the Singapore captain, recently, and was asking him about Singapore being the oldest side in the competition and whether that was a cause for concern. He said he doesn't think so because the only reason the average age is up so high is because of Hassan Sani. So and I was thinking about Thailand, and you mentioned Thailand.
Yeah.
Second oldest?
Yeah, second oldest. Siwarak is...
Siwarak is what, 37?
Correct. So he's bringing the average up. Flag has stayed down for Didik. It's out by Elias Gola. And we're going to have the first Indonesian corner. Now he's just having a chat here with Asnawi Shin-tae-yong. I think he's just trying to organize that defense, isn't he?
I think he's just trying to make sure that they're shifting together as a unit and staying tight and moving together, because at times they're getting dragged out of position.
Using the assistant coach Nova Arianto to translate his thoughts. But it's up the other end at the moment that Indonesia focus our attentions on. Kritsada had being fouled. The referee will not let that corner be complete.
Well, there's a foul there on Kritsada. This goes for a bit of a lie down.
Well, it's been that easy for them, is it, at the back? They haven't really been troubled, have they, Roshan, at the other end? No shots at all, no attempts. They've barely got to the final third, Indonesia. And you contrast that with 7 shots from Thailand. 4 of them inside the box, 2 of them on target. If we're being really picky, Roshan, should they be a goal or 2 more higher than what they've got now? That's been really critical though, isn't it? It's just been a joy to watch.
Being hyper critical. I mean, there's always going to be something you can pick out, right?
That looked the late challenge by Elias Gola. Play will continue for the moment. And Dola's walking away. Elias Gola, he knows exactly what's going to happen next. Rahmat Irianto, late challenge on him.
That's a late challenge, and he's gone lunging in from quite far off. It looks like Irianto could be okay. Full challenge from Dola.
Part of their naturalized contingent. Elias Dola, born in Sweden. Moved to Thailand a couple of years ago. 1.96 meters. By the way, he's just gone down now, Elias Dola.
Yeah, I think he felt a bit of strain there. He was actually, as he ran off and tried to run away from the referee, he felt a bit of strain. Looks like he could have just jarred his knee, perhaps.
So they've got, if there's a problem here, there's no Manuel Beer. They've got Paui.
Yeah.
If they need. So let's remind you of the goal.
I mean, it's great work, you know. Just again these triangles here. Super Chok just peeling out to the right-hand side initially. Roller with that underlapping run on the inside of him. Ability to beat a couple of players, and then on the defensive side, the two Indonesian central midfielders getting completely dragged across and not winning the ball there. Both players getting dragged across into that position. It's left that gap for Chanatip to then have a shot at goal there. The central defenders couldn't step up quickly enough into him. Wonderful work from Thailand on the right-hand side. Great work from Roller, and then a fine finish. Quality finish from Chanatip. Comes into him first time. Into the back of the net, no chance for Nadeo.
Well, they're taking some time here with Dola, Elias Dola, who's not walking particularly comfortably, and I think they just want a word here on what to do next. Poking is still asking, what's the assessment? He's been told just to hold off for a minute.
Well, Poklo has just gone off to increase the intensity of his warm-up.
For a second there, did we think he was going to possibly come on there, but it is going to be Elias Dola to return to the pitch, it looks like at the moment. That's the first attempt for the Indonesians.
Yeah, and again, the player who starts it is Kambuaya with a wonderful driving run. He's carrying the ball forward, creating that bit of space for Asnawi. Really drifted in field, didn't he, Asnawi? On his left foot. A bit more encouragement from Indonesia, perhaps. Yeah. Especially with Kambuaya, if they can try and find him on the ball a little bit more. He's got that capacity to run with it. It's an interesting thing with Kambuaya, just talking to one of the Indonesian backroom staff, said that when they went to scout a match, they weren't particularly looking at him, but he was the outstanding player in that game that they went to watch, and they thought, you know, this guy could make a big difference on the international stage, and that's how he was really sort of first spotted and brought into the setup. You can see confirmation there. Dola is not going to be fit enough to continue.
There's a problem there for Dola. Now, the like-for-like change would be Paui. We saw Pokla Anand stripping off. And they are going to have to make that change. They don't have too many other options. And that is a real shame for Elias Dola. And we'll be hoping that he might be available for the second leg. Remember, in the second leg, they moved to a back three in the second half. Well, good luck to those guys carrying the stretcher. He's huge, almost 2 meters tall. They're going to have quite the task now, carrying him off.
I'm interested to see just how they sort of restructure this.
It is Pokla Anand. So there you go. 6 of them have to stretcher Elias Dola off.
It looks for now like Wiratep has just dropped into central defense alongside Kritsada. See if that stays that way.
One of the veterans now this side, 30 years of age, Pokla Anand, fast approaching his half-century of caps for Thailand. Made his debut back in 2011. Playing with Bangkok United.
And a challenge from Witan on board in.
So yeah, Wiratep is the man, as Roshan mentioned, who goes in to the heart of defence. Roller, flag is down for Supachok. And they managed to get that way through Risky.
You can't pin Supachok down. His movement is excellent. And the freedom that they've got, these Thai players, to just get into different positions and still retain a defensive structure and still retain an organized structure, even with these free-flowing sort of attacks.
Roller back to Supachok. Now trying to get to the attack here is Pokla Anand. Supachok. He looks at the officials. No penalty forthcoming. Here come Indonesia. Look at that pace there on the far side by Alfred Devanga. Witan Sulaiman. Devanga surely! Oh, he's put that over! A gilt-edged opportunity. What a run though he had from one end of the pitch to the other. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that.
Oh, that's a big opportunity for Indonesia. And again, it's on the counter-attack. This is where they've looked the most threatening. Wonderful ball played across. Initially for Dedik. Witan making a great run. Alfiandra, I mean, credit to him from where he started to where he ends up in the area there. It takes a bit of a bobble, but you expect him to finish. He's got all the time in the world, really, to even sort of just take a touch if he wants to. But even if he hits it first time, you have a look at the technique there again. As he hits it, he's looking up. He's not got his body over the ball to try and keep it down and on target. Anywhere and
so Rahmat Irianto, second time he's gone down, and
run away with this and kill things off in this one. But you wonder if there are going to be big off in this one. But you wonder if there are going to be bigger issues for Thailand now with Elias Dola leaving central defense. That changes it up a little bit. We're having to drop into that position and having to do a job. It's not a role that he's been playing in for this side. And you wonder what kind of confusion that may cause. It disrupts the fluidity and the flow of the team structure, of the team shape.
Here he is now with a tap. Gordon goes down. Official, by the way, from Saudi Arabia, Al-Hunfud Shukri.
Challenge there on board in. Again, they're just trying to maintain their control over this one, Thailand, the way they were passing it around so comfortably. In that interchange of positions, so Pitiwat just a little bit further forward. By the way, it's another central midfielder who's dropped into the center of defense, Wiratep. Going back to that theory.
Yeah, that theory. He's doing it effortlessly. We'll see, shall we? Here's Tristan Doe. Tirasin. Dropped a bit deep here, Tirasin. Bangga clears up. Tristan Doe. It's not a great ball, is it, from Boardempala? I'm fascinated to see how Thailand approached the second half of this tie, because they had a lead, they were superior to Vietnam in all departments, and then they went for containment and management. And you heard from Poking post that match saying that was a bit of a mistake from him.
Yeah, I remember that.
3 minutes of added time.
I think because first half of that one, they were leading 2-0 one day. So I think they had a little bit more of a platform to defend it. I think you want to sort of maintain your control in this game. You know, they've done so well to make sure that Indonesia can't find a rhythm, can't settle into any sort of passing momentum or passing rhythm in this game. And you want to make sure you don't allow them to gain any sort of confidence.
Oh, that won't fall for Didik. Here's Afriande Banga. High boot from him, though.
Well, yeah, wonderful work from Alfiandra. Just keeps the ball really well under pressure. So again, picking up the second ball with Pitiwat, was able to just get a toe in.
Here's Supachok. He's got roller on the outside. Interchange of passes between the two of them. Lovely bit of work here from Supachok. He's still going. Now Boardempala. Oh, that was almost a brilliant goal. An excellent save from Nadeo. But boy, we would have been gushing had that gone in.
This guy's quality, Nadeo. He's keeping Indonesia in this game. But Supachok once more picks it up, spins away, 1, 2, 3 pirouette, and then that presence of mind. He draws defenders in towards him, creates a bit of space for Bodin. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is beautiful from Supachok. This is a move that deserved the goal. Bodin looking to try and just curl it in towards that far post. Wonderful save from Nadeo.
He was the third choice goalkeeper coming into this. Amazing. Didn't start the first game, was only came on when Imando had an injury in the warm-up. And he's been brilliant ever since. Here's Wiratep. There's not a safe pair of hands there. Nadeo Agriwanata from Bali United. Here's Rahma Erianto. And it's a pretty decent ball, but it's offside with Tan Sulaiman. And before you know it, this first half has come to a close. A first half in which Thailand have been absolutely magnificent. Chanatip Songkrasin scoring the quickest goal in AFF Suzuki Cup final history in just the second minute. And Roshan, they never really looked back after that, except not able to get a second goal.
Yeah, not really able to sort of punish Indonesia fully. And I mean, Indonesia have struggled to get into this game, get to grips with the pace of this game. Big chance through Alfiandra, despite the difficulties in the first half. They could have been going into the break on level 30. Alfiandra had taken that opportunity. But so far, I mean, when you think about overall how the game has gone, excellent control from Thailand, wonderful display from them.
So at halftime here at the National Stadium in the AFF Suzuki Cup 2020 first leg final, it's Indonesia 0, Thailand 1.
Jadi lebih baik kita nimbrung sama anak-anak. Guys. Gimana? Kita ganti tontonan dulu nih. Oke, kemana cu?
Lu cari nempel siapa?
Ada WA. Siap.
Feeling saya sih ini bakal mengarah ke sesuatu yang besar, Pak.
Cara pandang gue soal hidup berbeda. Lu sama gue ditakdirin buat bareng terus kayak benda dan bayangannya.
Karena itu gue deketin dia.
Jangan jatuh cinta sama Ata.
Aku mau jatuh cinta sama siapapun itu hak aku. Aku gak suka sama Kari. Langit jingga. Ku ingat nih tempat ini.
Pertama kali kita ketemu.
Setelah ku bukan yang terbaik.
Mereka 3 orang bukan salah gue dong.
Enggak, lo yang PHP-in, Ri.
Mereka jangan baper dong. Mama mana?
Papa nggak tahu deh.
Shame on you. Mama happy gak sih?
Rik, kamu sama Gandhi?
Lu tahu pacar gue namanya Riri. Lu pikirin nama Riri cewek lu doang.
Gue cuma pengen satu, pergi yang jauh dari sini.
Nona sinyal tidak ada. Berdiri dekat sini, biar sinyal bagus.
Situ orang apa antena?
Dokter ini, ketemu juga kita tempat ini.
Aku ini datang ke lo pengen hidup tenang. Jangan bilang kamu nggak pernah ciuman.
Kalau kita ciuman, kita pacaran ya.
Ini gue ngelihat orang bunuh diri pakai mata kepala gue sendiri.
Kita hidup di dunia ini gak sendirian. Ada yang ngawasin kita juga. Tapi kalau lu udah ngerekam dan ngepost, ini semua gak bakal nyebar.
Pokoknya sekarang gue gak percaya sama siapa-siapa.
Iklan ini untuk kita semua yang merayakan 2021. Untuk semua yang telah berhasil dilewati dan membawa kita ke hari ini. Apapun itu, rayakan semua kemenangan kecilmu bareng film-film Hollywood terbaru di video.
Masih kita tunggu, masih skor sementara 1-0 untuk keunggulan Thailand. Masih belum ada tanda-tanda untuk dimulainya pertandingan selanjutnya. Untuk positioning bola, Thailand unggul ya 72% dengan shoot on target 8, shootnya 8, shoot on targetnya 3 dari Thailand. Indonesia masih 2 kali shoot dan 0 untuk shoot on target. Ini sementara ini masih ketinggalan 1-0, tapi kita dukung terus timnas Indonesia kita supaya jadi juara. Karena ini masih leg pertama juga. Masih leg pertama. Masih belum ya guys ya. Masih iklan gitu. Soalnya ini aku kan nontonnya kan dari video, jadi nggak ada komentator atau analisis gitu. Jadi kalian aja yang analisis sendiri gimana penampilan Indonesia barusan.
What's up, guys? Wait a minute. You want the real Avengers?
But this does not mean you're an Avenger, in case you were wondering.
Oh. It's not a hug, I'm just grabbing the door for you. Oh, all right, kid.
Good luck out there. The world's changing, boys. Time we change too. Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Jadi sementara masih 1-0 keunggulan Thailand. Ini di leg pertama, nanti leg kedua. Leg kedua tanggal berapa ya? Tanggal 1 kalau nggak salah. Habis tahun baru terus langsung leg kedua dan itu penentuannya. Tapi kalau misalnya di leg pertama ini Indonesia kalah banyak ya, jangan sampai lah ya. Kalah banyak, otomatis agak susah juga mengejar di leg keduanya. Ini kedengaran kan guys, masih suara iklan-iklan tuh. Masih suara iklan-iklan, aku kecilin dulu takut kena kopi kanan nanti. Sementara ini masih 1-0. Dan komentarnya tuh aku bacain ya, nih banyak banget komentar-komentar yang bilang faktor kelelahan, faktor kecapean. Sebenarnya sama-sama capek, sama-sama lelah sih guys, cuma nggak bisa dijadikan alasan juga. Karena kan kalau mengingat leg kedua semifinal pun Thailand tuh udah duluan gitu loh guys, udah duluan dan harusnya yang lebih capek itu Thailand. Cuma memang dari dulu kita itu musuh klop banget sama Thailand ya, dari final AFF tahun berapa gitu. Dan itu masih ini juga masih menjadi sengit juga sampai sekarang bahkan. Kayak apa ya, musuh kuat lah Thailand ini, nggak bisa diremehkan juga gitu. Terus kalau dari segi permainan Indonesia sekarang lagi naik banget, harusnya sih bisa sih ngimbangin Thailand dan bisa banget buat nyusul gitu loh, bisa. Bisa banget buat nyusul. Tapi sekarang lagi jeda waktu dulu. Lagi apa namanya? Lagi jeda babak pertama. Jadi tunggu dulu, nanti aku liatin lagi. Harusnya bisa sih dengan kapasitas timnas yang baru, dan itu kuat banget timnasnya, jadi kuat lah untuk kita semua. Masih iklan juga karena komentatornya bahasa Inggris ya. Aku nggak ngerti juga kenapa aku dapatnya komentatornya bahasa Inggris gitu. Soalnya kalau di TV nasional kayaknya bakal ini deh, bakal ribet deh ujung-ujungnya. Dan ini masih be right back sebentar lagi karena ini jeda waktu babak pertama. Jeda waktu babak pertama dan masih unggul ya. Thailand masih unggul. Kita berharapnya yang penting Indonesia punya project besar lah, ibaratnya kayak nganggap kalau ini final, benar-benar final juga. Jadi mau nggak mau harus dapat poin juga sama kayak final leg kedua. Walaupun nanti penentuannya di final leg kedua gitu guys. keren sih kalau misalnya bisa menyamakan kedudukan, dan ini udah mulai. Aku coba ini ya. Tuh guys, kita lihat suasana penontonnya tuh masih sepi dan adem ayem gitu ya Mas ya. Kayak masih nuansa-nuansa pandemi gak sih? Masih nuansa-nuansanya pandemi banget. Pemain melakukan stretching masih. Iya bener banget tuh. Kalau menang sih pasti senang banget, mengingat ini kan momennya pas banget sama tahun baru. Jadi apa ya ibaratnya, momen lah ya, hadiah sekaligus juga kado yang manis banget buat penutup tahun baru ini dan awal tahun nanti. Itu kita bisa ngangkat piala tuh udah bagian luar biasa, mengingat AFF ini juga ajang yang besar ya untuk Asia Tenggara ya. Kita udah nyingkirin banyak banget negara, termasuk Laos, termasuk Malaysia, termasuk Vietnam juga. Vietnam disingkirin sama Thailand sih di semifinal, tapi kita sudah sampai ke final pun udah menyingkirkan negara-negara yang kuat juga gitu loh, dan potensinya besar juga. Pemain sudah mulai masuk ya. Wah ini pemain Thailand nih kayaknya memang dari segi postur pun juga sama ya kayak Indonesia ya. Ini ada member-membernya. Ini apa udah mulai apa belum ya? Kalau belum mulai kayaknya tuh Bang masukin Muhammad Salah. Buset. Ya Muhammad Salah kesini ntar susah dia ngurus paspor lagi deh. Kita gedein deh sorry. Udah mulai masuk ya ini Nandeo. Keren sih. Aku sambil ngisiin suara aja guys biar nggak begitu fuck up lah kayak tadi kan. Kasihan kalian kalau nonton gak ada suaranya. Komentatornya tuh bahasa Inggris nih Elkan, Bang Elkan. Gila gede banget Bang Elkan ya. Besar sekali posturnya. Tinggi dan presisi. Keren ya. Mulai memasuki lapangan kah? Bang prediksi Bang. Prediksi sih harusnya sih bakal bisa menyamakan kedudukan.
Here in Singapore, it's the AFF Suzuki
atau
Cup 2020
minimal 2-1
final.
Kalau bisa 3-1 juga keren. Kalau bisa. Nandeo mirip Bang Dilan, enggak gantengan Nandeo. Wah akhirnya Elkan dimasukkan guys ya. Pemain yang tinggi sekali bersama Evan Dimas. Ini dia.
Evan Dimas.
Prediksi 2-2. Berat sih kalau 2-2. Mungkin 1 sama atau 2-1. Prediksi aku untuk timnas lah paling enggak. Walaupun emang agak berat dengan skuad yang terbaru ini, apalagi ditambah Evan Dimas sama Elkan. Harusnya sih bisa ya. Harusnya sih bisa. Kata Yasir 3-1. Wah, tahu ya kalau kata Yasir. Ayo kita lihat aja, kita saksikan aja ini. Pokoknya menang kalah tetap timnas ya guys ya. Jangan sampai kalian kecewa atau apa, karena Indonesia sampai ke final aja itu pencapaian yang luar biasa untuk AFF itu sendiri. Jadi jangan kalian salahin.
Going into central defense, still with that 4-man back line.
It appeared, Roshan, that they were struggling. Fakhruddin was struggling, wasn't he, with the pace? 32-year-old veteran defender will seem to be struggling with the pace, particularly of Bordin Pala on that left-hand
minimal
side.
Harus dapat poinnya, minimal 1 sama gitu. Dan maksimalnya bisa menang gitu, 2-1 atau 3-1 sih prediksi aku.
that
untuk
pacey as
timnas.
well. So you've now got two young central
Kadek Agung
defenders in
masuk
there.
ya guys ya. Nah ini
Risky and Elkan Bagat. You've taken out
menambah
experience in
daya gedor
Fakrudin.
ya. Evan Dimas
You've
juga
added a bit more
masuk.
experience in midfield
Dan
in
memang
Evan
harusnya
Dimas.
pemain-pemain ini masuknya
Might
memang
see a bit
menit-menit
more
segini
of
nih. Krusial
Alfiana
banget.
Devanga perhaps just hanging back.
Asnawi kah?
We'll see.
Tabrakan ke suaranya, tapi nggak apa-apa ya. Bahasa Inggris guys soalnya nanti nggak ngerti, aku aja nggak paham tuh dia ngomong apa. Jerman aja, Jerman aja gue pulangin sampai Cimatai. Harusnya sih bisa sih, mengingat dulu sejarahnya opa kita itu, pelatih kita yang sekarang berhasil ngulangin Jerman ya, itu luar biasa sekali. Tapi ini Thailand sebagai juara bertahan dari AFF juga, dan yang paling banyak yang memperoleh piala AFF.
Kadek Agung muscled off the ball far too easily.
Susah juga kalau
Came in
harus
from
bertumpuan dan mengharap
Ipswich
banyak
under
gitu.
23,
Paling nggak
it's
kita
another one
doakan
they're
aja
pinning a lot of hopes
sama-sama. Soalnya sesuatu yang diharapkan itu nggak baik, jadi kita dukung aja.
Suzuki Cup. Resisted attempts at first to play for Indonesia.
Kita dukung apapun
Flew in
itu,
for this tournament
tetap
and
timnas gitu. Oke.
played one match, then got quarantined, and then scored a goal on his return against Malaysia.
It's quite interesting the way he's been used by Indonesia.
Ada
Isn't it?
serangan kali ini dari
also,
Indonesia.
he's always coming on
Dilanggar
at
di
half
tengah
time.
sana. Ada Witan yang dilanggar. Witan Sulaiman. Tensinya pun masih belum keras ya. Apa karena memang belum memasuki menit-menit akhir gitu.
Just see Witan.
Tapi kita harapkan ya jangan
Maybe
sampai
not to
ada
the back.
cedera lah ya. Apalagi kan leg-nya masih ada leg kedua. Ini belum akhir guys ya. Kalau kalah sekarang pun masih bisa dibalas di leg kedua. Tapi kalau bisa menang itu lebih bagus gitu. Kita punya tabungan poin gitu. Tabungan agregat lah ibaratnya. Kita lihat serangan balik dari Thailand kali ini.
Look at that overlapping run on the
Masih
left
terus.
hand side.
Kita lihat, hampir saja. Hampir.
On the ball there.
Penyesalan terjadi nanti.
Anan.
Nonton di mana bang? Nonton di video dong.
Swift counter from
Opa
Thailand. There you
Sentayong.
get the players pouring forward.
Kalau kalah di eval nggak pasti. Wah ini pasti di eval sih kalau kalah. Nggak boleh nih. Indonesia harus menang ya. INDOPRIDE.
Starting position there for Thailand again.
Ini kejuaraan yang sangat bergengsi sekali.
Applying the pressure on the short goal kicks out.
Lemparan ke dalam dilakukan oleh Asnawi selaku kapten tim dari timnas
Arianto
Indonesia.
replaced by Elkan Bagat. Edo Febriansyah.
Masih melihat ya Asnawi di
Left
sana.
back, of course, he came in today for the suspended Pratama Arhan. Had quite a tough task.
Sepertinya Witan mau diganti Egy. Oh iya, Egy Maulana Fikri belum masuk ya. Tapi kenapa dia tidak dimainkan?
He has to go as well.
Padahal kemarin kan on fire banget kan.
Replaced by Evan Dimas and
On fire banget kemarin mencetak
Irianto
berapa ya?
is the other
20
one
kalau nggak salah.
who has left the pitch.
20 apa
Evan Dimas replaces him.
Thailand kali ini melakukan
Well, worth a
shooting.
shot, why not?
Masih
Taking
jauh
a
di
bit of
atas Mister
deflection.
gawang dari Indonesia.
Super Chok's effort and it will be a corner.
Dari Supacok di sana, pemain bernomor punggung 7.
He's been everywhere for
Kita lihat ya
Thailand.
referensi
He is popping
Supacok
up in the
kali
central
ini.
position.
Keras tapi
That
sepertinya menyentuh
could have troubled the goalkeeper.
salah satu pemain
They're
dari
not taking a bit
Indonesia.
of a deflection.
Iya, kita saksikan corner. Tuh, Babang Nandeo. Ayo bisa yuk, pasti bisa yuk. Indonesia pasti bisa yuk.
Indonesian fans trying their best here.
Nonton di mana bang? Udah nonton di channel ini aja.
Show support for their team. Pretty even numbers in here tonight.
Bodin lakukan sudah
Bodin
corner
pala.
kick di sana. Diblok.
Kept alive
Apakah
here by Poklana.
ini tidak mungkin terjadi? Jangan dulu, jangan
Shot
dulu.
Out across the Bodin.
Bodin masih lakukan
Some
shot.
ball in, but it's headed away by Rizky.
Oh, Pelanggaran dilakukan oleh Spacok dari pemain Thailand. Kakinya terlalu tinggi ya. Hampir saja menyentuh kepala dari Dewa.
Anticipating the possible contact from Super Chop.
Dewa enggak.
Get bodies in there and taking on
Kita
personal
lihat, memang
responsibility.
tinggi sekali kakinya. Hampir saja menyentuh kepala dari
Interesting little switch,
Dewa
isn't it, to
tadi.
have him now at left wing back.
Egi nanti nunggu lawan capek.
Well, that's
Iya
right.
sih. Egi emang cepet ya orangnya.
And in the first half, Thailand got quite a bit of joy down that right-hand side. Indonesia's left.
Oh, tackle
Looks like it was
dilakukan
something that they needed to address just
pada
at
Asnawi tadi.
half-time. Decided to go with that switch.
Kita lihat Witan Sulaiman. Witan Sulaiman masih. Tidak. Ternyata bukan merupakan sebuah pelanggaran. Serangan balik dari Thailand. Spacok. Kali ini Spacok. Timingnya. Jangan sampai terjadi. Oh my god. Sanatip kali ini ya, pemain dari Thailand berhasil menambah keunggulan. Kapten tim dari Thailand Sanatip menambah keunggulan Thailand menjadi 2-0. Kita harapkan timnas tidak down dengan skor yang sementara ini. Oh my god.
Absolutely superb. They
berawal
win it
dari
there.
serangan
Nothing
balik
wrong
ya
with
tadi
that
dari
tackle,
Witan
and
ya.
they go from penalty box to penalty box. Just have a look at
Kita
this.
lihat
Three
cepat
players up
sekali
front.
pemain
The
nomor
first
7 ini.
touch in there into
Spacok.
Super Chop, and then
Spacok
for him
kita
to
lihat
carry the ball all the way
langsung diselesaikan
forward.
dengan manis oleh Catip
Turns it
sana.
around, gets himself
Natip.
closed down
Main
by
nomor
three
punggung
Indonesian
18
defenders. But Chanatip on
sekaligus
hand
kapten
after he
tim
played that
dari
first pass
Thailand.
into Super Chop, joining in the attack, changing the angle of the run, starting from a deeper position, closer to the left-hand side, drifts in
Cukup
field
tenang kali ini tapi
into the
terarah
middle of the penalty box.
ke sisi kanan dari
The
gawang
side foots
Indonesia.
it past
Skor
Nadeo.
sementara 2-0.
I think seized the ball late.
Sanatip.
He only scores in first legs, Roshan.
Sanatip.
That's 2 apiece in the
Kapten tim dari
semi-final first
Thailand.
leg, and now here in the final
Thailand
first
ini
leg.
cukup kuat ya guys ya.
Maybe had a chance for a hat-trick against Vietnam. His penalty right down the middle was very easily saved, and now a lot of work to do for the Indonesians. We were speculating, weren't we, before halftime, how they would approach the second half. Perhaps they learnt from that previous game against Vietnam, and they've come out guns blazing.
Terjadi tarikan di sana.
Well, first of all, excellent centre forward play by Tirasin. And yeah, again, you said you want to maintain that element of control. You know, you want to make sure that Indonesia don't get into any sort of rhythm. As you have a look at the top scorer shots here,
ada blunder sedikit
he's
tadi
gone
itu.
top there, ahead
Top
of
skor
Tirasin.
dipegang oleh Sanatip ya.
Both on 4 goals
Dari
each.
Thailand dengan 4 gol. Luar biasa kali ini.
Still plenty of time for that to change.
Singapura yang menjadi tuan rumah malah dikalahkan oleh Indonesia. Dan itu Spacok di sana, pemain bernomor 7 dari Thailand, bangun serangan. Shooting sudah dilakukan, masih tinggi di atas Mister Gawang dari Indonesia. Cukup mengerikan
You
ya
know, the way
pemain-pemain Thailand
Thailand
ini
are going at the moment, this could be over after the first leg. Just
lihat shootingnya keras.
Remembering how they shut up shop in the second leg against Vietnam, having
tipis
a
sekali di atas Mister Gawang
if they
Indonesia.
were able to do that against perhaps coming into this the best side in Southeast Asia at the moment, Vietnam.
Belum ada tensi yang tegang sekali, tapi sudah mulai naik tensinya.
Thailand.
Indonesia juga pasti tidak mau memberikan poin begitu saja, apalagi 2 poin agregat. Untuk leg kedua itu sangat berat juga, mengingat leg kedua pasti tensi permainan tinggi.
So impressive. More to come from this side. Sada. They've also been stung, Roshan. I think you and I have talked about this throughout the tournament. Stung a little bit by the criticism they had a poor World Cup campaign by their high standards.
Yeah.
Being bundled out.
Jangan sampai melakukan blunder.
Finishing third in that World Cup qualifying
serangan
group
dibangun
round 2.
kali ini.
There was a mini Suzuki Cup in there, and the likes of Indonesia took points off them. Malaysia, Vietnam, of course.
Sana ada Dewa.
And they were stung by that.
Masih
That hurt,
berbalik lagi. Besok.
You know, there's been a bit of talk about how that spark
masih belum ada. Masih gagal kembali dibangun. Oke, dibangun dari sebelah kanan sayap Indonesia di sana. Ada Asnawi masih Asnawi. Umpan sudah gagal kali ini, dipotong oleh pemain Thailand di sana.
From this game and perhaps from the last one as well.
Stray. Nah ini yang bahayanya itu serangan balik dari Thailand ini ya guys ya. Kita lihat Pacok di sana, main bernomor punggung 7 Thailand. Apakah akan dilakukan? Sudah shooting lagi, masih jauh di atas Mister Gawang. Thailand dari dulu mainnya disiplin banget. Thailand tuh wah parah lagi guys, pokoknya Thailand tuh disiplin banget. Wah ini kenapa ini? Pasti ini banyak banget guys yang nonton, soalnya lagi ini. Kita refresh dulu ya. Sebentar, aku tadi belum refresh, lupa. Sorry ya guys ya, aku refresh dulu, memang kebiasaan gitu dia. Ini bukan dari akunya ya siarannya, tapi emang dari sonanya tuh lagi berat banget gitu, lagi nge-lag banget tuh, masih lag banget. Sabar. Nah, udah. Masih iklan kah? Oh enggak.
Temptation will be to give the man of the match to Chanatip. Is 2 goals.
Ini memang dari sananya guys ya. Gambarnya burik emang.
I think Supachok has been that real driving force, that creative element for Thailand.
Kagak ke take down kah bang? Enggak. Selama makanya aku harus ngebacot guys. Kalau enggak ke take down, soalnya sama backsoundnya aku lupa tadi. Aku kan sudah dewangga di sana. Aduh burik sekali ya gambarnya guys ya. Maaf. Ini kita nggak bisa soalnya mau dikasih ke ini pun nanti malah keganggu live streamingnya. Coba ya. Nanti dia akan memperbaiki dirinya sendiri kok guys ya. Emang lagi berat banget. Ada pergantian pemain di sini, ada Titipan, pemain dari Thailand, nomor 8, punya nama yang unik sekali kalau diartikan dalam bahasa Indonesia, Titipan. Titipan ya guys ya. Sudah bersiap bernomor punggung 8 ini. Akankah dia menjadi titipan juga dari Thailand? Kalau dari sana tadi namanya titipannya. Aduh, masih burik ya guys ya gambarnya. Emang dari sananya burik guys. Sumpah. Saksikan sudah dilakukan oleh namanya cukup baik sekali ya, titipan ya, dewa di sini.
So from Indonesia's point of view now, they've just got to stay in this, don't they?
Coba kita ubah ya ini ya.
Just keep it at 2 if they can, maybe get a goal back, but at least certainly not conceding a third.
Exactly that. I mean, we touched on this.
Malah terganggu nanti live streamingnya. Tuh. Kita kasih automatic aja ya. Ini harus di refresh lagi bentar guys ya. Kalian nanti nonton kayak gini sakit mata kalian nanti. Tuh, kalau internetku tuh lancar-lancar aja sih. Emang servernya tuh lagi berat banget karena yang nonton itu ada sekitar 1.700.000 orang dan tuh nggak sedikit juga. Aduh, apa ini malah main slot kita guys ya? nggak habis nih, aman kok guys. Masih belum terlihat ya guys ya. Sebentar, sabar. Aku takutnya tiba-tiba nanti take down nih. Skornya masih 2-0 ya. Coba kita lihat live-nya di sini aja. Coba kita lihat. Kita punya banyak banyak jalan menuju Roma ya guys ya. Nih kita ubah ke sini dulu. Mana namanya? Sini terus ke ruang tamu Discord. Nah, kita nyalakan dulu ya.
That was a really good turn from Asnawi there earlier. Drop of the shoulder, get rid of Kutipan on the press and then turn away.
Another one that was impressed in previous
Sabar ya guys
editions.
ya.
AFF to pick up. Here's a chance for Irfan. Another opportunity. Not taken, and Simara finally called into action.
Very good chance for Indonesia. And again, it's Kambuaya at the heart of it. He's the one who receives it in space. There you go. Makes a run in behind that time midfield.
Kelihatan kan guys ya? Suaranya juga ada.
Pass through into Irfan Jaya. The weight on that pass, I think, is excellent. It's right into the run of Irfan Jaya. He doesn't even have to sort of break his stride. He just needs to adjust his body shape. Can't get it wide enough with enough bend.
Kita nobar di Discord aja ya
He's
guys.
been excellent for Indonesia. Is the man who's coming off.
Well, he has been brilliant, and a big roar though for
Ada yang nonton
this
sampai
man here,
404
Egy
ribu. Iya,
Maulana.
bener.
So much speculation as to when he would be playing.
Iya,
in this
emang dari
tournament.
sananya. Jadi ini nggak tahu nih teman aku ya, kenapa bisa dapat. Dia streamingannya bagus banget.
Second leg of that semi-final, and you'll get a bit more time here today. He's in Slovakia with Seneca. He is
Agak sedikit ini
regarded
juga
as
ya.
the great big hope of
Kita
Indonesian
lihat
football, the 21-year-old.
sana. Oh, serangan dari Thailand dibangun. Sebentar guys, ini biar nggak kena kopi kanan, kita harus kopi dulu ini guys ya.
Most creative player, the one who's really been at the heart of things.
Biar tidak kena kopi kanan ya guys ya.
Taken off.
Nanti kena kopi kanan bermasalah juga.
About half an hour or so if you include some added time here for Indonesia.
Masih santai, tempo permainannya itu masih belum terlalu apa ya, nyerang habis-habisan gitu belum. Serangan dari sayap kiri Indonesia, Dewa masih memegang bola di sana.
Sulaiman still going here.
Iya, mungkin gitu ya. Semoga Indonesia bisa paling tidak menyamakan kedudukan lah kalau sekarang ini kita berharap nih. Udah masuk ke menit 63 juga.
Quite find the final pass into those runners in the box.
Kita lihat masih langgar kali ini Elgan. Dewangga. Asnawi. Egy pada Asnawi di sana. Asnawi. Aduh. Gagal kembali serangan Indonesia.
Little moments here, flashes for Indonesia. Irfan. Kadek Agung. Still Kadek Agung. Trying to weave his way through Witan Sulaiman. And now look at this super chop.
Iya, sekarang tuh minimal kita tuh harus berharap kalau Indonesia tuh bisa paling tidak 2 sama gitu loh guys. Streamingnya berat banget ya guys ya. Ini aku udah ganti ini lah ya. Apa namanya?
Central defense for Thailand.
Aku udah ganti streaming dan bahkan ini masih berat banget.
Taken off with an injury.
Nggak ngerti lagi aku.
Super chop. He quite often finds himself at the end of challenges, doesn't he? He's taken quite a beating in this tournament.
sama-sama berat juga masih. Masih sama-sama berat ya guys ya.
And you have to be brave.
Ini aku bener-bener live-nya sampai di Discord gara-gara apa ya? Berat banget di situ karena udah 1 juta orang yang nonton dan
But also I think we see with Channel Tip, especially at this
hype-nya
level,
final itu karena kita tuh terakhir kali juara AFF tuh kapan sih yang Evan Dimas dan kawan-kawannya itu pun AFF umur 19 under 19 19 tahun ke bawah.
He knows sort of the steps that he needs to take in terms of how he positions himself.
Dan ini pencapaian yang luar biasa, bisa sampai ke final lagi dengan timnas senior dan komposisi tim yang luar biasa banget. Serangan kali ini dibangun oleh Thailand. Masih back pass dia. Masih back pass. Dibangun lagi oleh Thailand. Sebelah kanan dari Indonesia. Arola. Masih umpan. Akankah shooting sudah? Supacok. Pemain bernomor 7 dari Thailand menambah pundi-pundi gol dari Gajah Putih. Gajah Putih kali ini unggul 3-0 atas Indonesia.
And the key thing here is Jonathan, and again the awareness as he receives to play very quick. Turns on the ball first touch, second pass goes in behind that defense into Philip roller.
Iya, terakhir kita tuh kalah juga sama Thailand itu adu penalti yang seniornya. Ujung sekali penempatan dari Supacok. Bagus banget ya. Lihat Supacok pemain bernomor 7 dari Thailand, shooting dilakukan sebelah kanan dari gawang Nandeo timnas Indonesia.
2 goals from the edge of the area for Thailand.
Patah-patah ya guys ya. Coba kita cek lagi di video.
We've seen some wonderful goals in this competition, but team goals from Thailand have been outstanding.
So good to watch. Supacok does the business one way or the other for his country. He's been magnificent tonight. And Roshan had earlier mentioned about not letting this game run away from the Indonesians.
Sampai benar-benar aku tuh ke Discord buat iniin aja guys. Buat apa namanya? Buat live ini saking berat banget dan itu cukup mengganggu sekali ya guys ya.
Here is Tristan Do.
Sorry harus pindah-pindah guys lihatnya, biar kalian tidak merasakan patah-patah yang luar biasa.
What do they do from here? How? And yet we were just saying a couple minutes before that they were just starting perhaps to finally
ya guys,
gain some attacking momentum.
Menghilangkan ini juga apa namanya? Menghilangkan kopi kanan.
I mean, what do you do? I mean, you obviously would have set your side up, and there are things when you look at this and I say, yeah, they were too open, lines weren't compact enough.
Serangan dibangun lagi.
But you need to take into account the quality of the opposition that they're up against as well.
Oh, sudah masuk ke tengah.
I mean, look at the way Thailand are moving. It's give and go,
Ada di
off
sana.
the ball run. Players with technical brilliance,
pelanggaran dilakukan kepada Poklau.
It's happening so quickly. It's very difficult for Indonesia to come to terms with the pace of Thailand's game.
Sayang sekali.
It's gone flying there.
Ada sedikit gerakan tambahan ya, tapi ya like
risky.
Tapi memang
but
dilanggar.
Free kick in a really good position for Thailand.
Nandeo tegar sekali, Babang Nandeo.
Okay, pretty central this one.
Oh, sorry, was it all 3 goals have been from the edge of the box?
Lebih banyak dilakukan oleh pemain Indonesia. 18 kali.
First one smashed
on the counter attack.
Yep.
Cukup banyak ya. Tapi tensinya belum tegang masih.
Yep. Absolutely.
Finishing has been very good.
Gagah dan presisi.
7 shots outside the box.
Bahaya nih guys ya. Nomor punggung 19 dilakukan sudah. Oh, keras tadi, terarah.
From Tristan
tadi dari Tristan, pemain Thailand.
That was close. I mean, from where we're sitting, looking at this,
Baik ya.
I thought that was
Sebelah kiri tadi.
headed in. Finishing.
Paling tidak kita
lots of
berharap
things have
bisa
been.
memperkecil
You've
ya.
seen that gulf in class and between Thailand and
3-1
Indonesia.
atau
Overall play and
2-3.
possession.
Kalau
the
bisa
defensive
3 sama
work,
juga lebih
and then
baik.
the most important thing, the finishing.
Terlalu banyak menggocek di sana. Bolanya hilang.
And Indonesia
Bukan
with
menggocek sih itu tadi guys.
3
Ya,
shots,
tapi
2 of those you would say were
lebih ke arah kontrol yang
great
kurang sempurna
opportunities.
tadi.
Think back to Alfeandra and then Irfan Jaya in the second half, meeting that pass in behind from Ricky Kambuaya.
Those were the high quality opportunities
High
that you talk
quality
about.
opportunities,
Ya.
big chances
Benar
for
kata
them
komentator
to
mungkin.
have gotten themselves something from this game, even though they haven't really been in it, if that makes sense.
Benar.
Yeah, they
Tensinya
have been
juga
second best throughout,
cukup
and
tenang
yet
karena Thailand bisa
they had those
menguasai
2 chances.
pertandingan.
Those
Tensinya
are the
itu
kind of
dibuat
chances
tenang
you've
sama
got to take in a
Thailand.
match
Sehingga
like
kita
this.
tuh terlalu tenang, sesuatu
Missing so
tiba-tiba
little
dia
of the
langsung
ball.
membuat serangan balik yang cukup cepat, counter attack yang cukup cepat. Dan itu
And there's 20 minutes here for Thailand to
membuat kita
play
semakin
out, see if they can kill it off even more. They can. Here's
kita lihat
Chanatip.
serangan kembali dilakukan oleh Thailand.
Finds a roller.
Kencang sekali roller di sana. Passing
Get the
sudah
corner.
dia. Diblok saja oleh Dewangga.
So
Thailand ini
Irfan is going to go off and replaced by another very pacey
kencang
forward,
sekali tadi dia lari.
Rama Rumakek. Some very good moments in this tournament.
Kita lihat pemain beromong
Again,
di
you know
atas tadi. Siapa namanya?
how well
Rumaki.
they get forward so quickly
Cepat sekali.
and move the ball on. The pace at which they move the ball on, right through the
Capek
middle.
saya bang. Kenapa capek? Jangan capek-capek guys. Tidak boleh capek-capek. Pemain bernomor punggung 11 Bodin. Passing kali ini lakukan corner kick. Bodin sudah lakukan. Akankah
Doesn't get
diblok
past
saja?
the first man. Looked like it had gone out of play anyway from Bordin Pala.
Bodin pala. 3-0 ya untuk leg pertama, dan itu Irfan Jaya ditarik keluar digantikan oleh Rumaki. Abang Rumaki
Had some very, very good moments. Blistering pace for the 19-year-old.
Kiper dari Thailand,
Persipura Jayapura.
nomor punggung 1. Coba yang tidak dimainkan ya? Apa disimpan buat adu penalti
Nine
kayaknya?
caps to his name now.
Atau pertambahan
See if
waktu
he can
gitu?
do anything.
Enggak kan?
That's right. On Titipan.
Titipan.
Here's Bordin Pala.
Namanya cukup unik sekali ya, Titipan. Kembali lagi pada Titipan. Counteran
Gonna
saja
make
pemain Thailand.
A goalkeeping change, Russian Thailand.
Passing
Just showing off
jauh
now.
dilakukan.
That's,
Blok saja.
Wow.
Oleh
I suppose
Taper
it's
tadi.
nice to see Kawin, who's really
Kiper dari
kind of a legendary figure, isn't
Thailand
he? in
kali
Scotland,
ini,
Southeast Asia.
kiper utama dari
Really
Thailand.
regarded as the outstanding number one for a
Masih
long, long time. And listen to the reception. Siwarak's done brilliantly.
Siwarak digantikan oleh Kawin.
To me, another goalkeeping legend. One
Bisa dia
goalkeeping
Kawin
legend
di lap-
replacing another.
Ada Kawin, ada Titipan, Titipan Kawin.
Listen to that.
Susah ngejarnya kalau sudah 3-0. Ya, pasti bakal susah guys. 3-0 itu udah
And Warachit will come on.
susah banget pasti. Paling nggak kita berharap bisa memperkecil ketertinggalan
you
menjadi
often hear of,
3-1 atau 3-2
disagreements between club managers
agar
and
nanti di leg
international
kedua
managers, right, for
bisa
overuse of players.
comeback ya.
I don't think there's any
Bisa
club manager
comeback
out there that
atau
can be
bisa setidaknya
unhappy with
ngejar
the
itu
way
nggak terlalu jauh
Mano
gitu,
has
guys.
managed, Mano Polking has managed the workload of his players.
Kita lihat serangan balik dari Thailand pada
He's been
Spacok di sana.
so good. I mean, there was the game against Singapore. He made all 11 changes. Didn't use any of his first teamers
Hati dari
at all,
Thailand.
even in the subs.
Emosional kali ini.
No one thought he was going to be feeling this starting 11, Russian. We knew there'd be maybe
Main
2 or 3 changes, but not to this
baru saja
extent.
masuk ganti
And then
nanti.
fitted seamlessly.
Just a bit of a nudge from Dedik on
Dedik
Kritsada.
melakukan pelanggaran tadi.
And what was it was fascinating to see, just right there, Mano Polking 3-0 up.
Yeah,
Still
Kritsada.
missed
Kritsada.
opportunity perhaps
namanya agak susah.
Still so upset saying this
Mulai
should
tinggi Bung,
have
tensi
been the
permainan.
ball to play, not the other one.
Mulai tinggi ya, kita lihat ya. Minimal 31, 32 biar bisa dikejar. Benar banget. Minimal sekarang harapan kita itu adalah memperkecil ketertinggalan supaya di leg kedua itu tidak terlalu expert untuk ngejar gitu guys. Pemain penumpang 13 kali ini. Kita lihat kencang sekali Thailand melakukan passing. Blok saja oleh Elgan. Ada titipan. Masih kembali membangun serangan perlahan Thailand.
Here's Tristan Do.
Ya, saksikan ya guys.
Giving that away to Ramai.
Telat dipotong kali ini oleh Sada.
Yes, Kritsada.
Masih Kritsada mencari temannya dia.
Some support there, Board and Pala.
Ada Pala di sana, main berpunggung 11. Kembali lagi.
There's a touch of a training match.
Mengulur tempo permainan. Tackling dilakukan oleh Dedik.
He got the ball
kepada titipan kapten tim sekaligus yang mencetak 1 gol gawang Indonesia dan menjadi top skor sementara. Titipan.
The steps forward to get the contact.
Berikan sekali.
Cowen
tadi
blocked off such a big presence on the side.
Tenang kali ini dibuang jauh ke depan.
It does feel like he has been around for so long.
Blok. Serangan kembali Evan Dimas. Jauh ke sebelah kanan ada Asnawi di sana. Asnawi membangun serangan. Kita lihat penalti. Minimal 3-1 atau 3-2 Indonesia pasti bisa guys ya. Indonesia pasti bisa. Lebih bagus lagi kalau comeback ya guys ya. Oh my god, jelas sekali bola gol itu dilanggar oleh kiper.
Absolutely no contact, and that is a dive, clear cut dive.
That might be the first booking for diving we've had in the penalty area.
Rupanya terjadi penalti. Tapi melakukan diving
that they want to see cut out of the game.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Kira tadi penalti guys ya.
I mean, there's absolutely no contact in that situation. So it's a clear dive. It's obviously attempting to cheat.
Kenapa dia membuang bola?
If there is some contact, I can absolutely understand going down because we've seen players get punished.
Serangan kali ini lemparan ke dalam.
But in a situation like that, I mean that's not something we want to encourage.
Seperti mengulur-ngulur tempo tim Thailand kali ini. Karena sudah unggul juga, pasti mengulur-ngulur tempo. Diving ya, benar diving.
Here's Warachit who has come on.
Saksikan serangan dibangun oleh Thailand. Masih kita lihat, diblok saja. Asnawi.
24 years of age, winning his 6th
Ayo
cap today,
Asnawi
playing
bisa
for
kapten
BG Pattern
timnas.
United, the defending champions in the Thai League. A number of their players here.
Cukup baik kali ini. Kembali Thailand melakukan corner, dilakukan sudah pendek saja kepada Pala di sana. Lepas kontrol di sana.
Potential now, and he is taken out Didik, and he will go into the book.
Dilanggar.
He's got no choice, the referee.
Baik sekali tadi.
Has to book Tristan for that. It's Indonesia were getting forward, potential counter attack.
Kepada Tristan Do. Tarik tadi ya.
There's Rizky.
Ada suara riuh-riuh supporter dari Thailand dan juga Indonesia. Tidak banyak, mengingat masih pandemi juga. Egi di sana, Egi. Memang Messi Indonesia ini.
His introduction, he's saying to the referee, hey, what about protecting us?
Cristando melakukan pelanggaran kembali kepada Egi melawan Fikri kali ini. Jelas sekali dilanggar ya.
Gotten in behind. Cynical one from Tristan.
Kita berharap di sini ada poster yang tinggi dari Elgan bisa menambah paling tidak.
Here shouts of Indonesia from the fans.
Paling tidak bisa
go back perhaps before half time. Before the effectively half time of this entire tie. Got another 90 minutes to go. Well, let's give them a little boost.
Anjing, kok kira penalti? Iya sama, aku juga kira penalti. Paling ke 3-1 itu udah nice banget, sumpah. Nice banget. Serve sudah dilakukan. Banyak sekali pemain Thailand memang di sana. Defense dilakukan oleh Thailand. Oh my god. Nice try buat serangan yang dilakukan oleh Indonesia. Udah bagus banget tadi. Ini dia kiper andalan dari timnas Thailand. Kawin namanya. Indo kurang pemain agresif, jadi agak susah ngejar skor. Menurut aku kalau agresif Indonesia itu agresif ya, tapi terlalu agresif sehingga banyak individual yang mainnya gitu. Kurang teamwork gitu. Tapi overall harusnya bisa sih. Ayo perkecil kedudukan gitu. Minimal 3-1 atau 3-2 lebih bagus ya. Karena nggak ada yang nggak mungkin sebelum 90 menit. Supacok salah satu daftar top scorer juga dari Thailand. Lakukan sudah. Asnawi, aduh. Warchit, aduh. Pala kali ini. Pemain bernomor punggung 11 dari Thailand menambah pundi-pundi gol menjadi 4-0. Berat sekali Indonesia untuk mengejar ketertinggalan mengingat sudah memasuki menit 80. Aduh. Ini berat banget pasti buat ini buat Thailand juga udah nice try banget. 4-0 ini. Agak sedikit, bukan sedikit lagi ya, jauh banget tertinggalnya. Sangat-sangat jauh. Sampai berat banget yang nonton tadi. Aduh. Ada iklan guys. Empat 4-0 ya tertinggal kali ini Indonesia itu cukup jauh banget. Aku harus rajin-rajin banget ya.
He's still now. What you didn't see. He's still telling the referee. He's got the ball, referee.
Yeah, he's still looking for the decision. Still wants his team to keep going.
Gambarnya burik ya guys ya. Emang servernya ya guys ya.
They look so good. They look so good. The fluidity of the play.
Indonesia lebih menunggu bola. Sebenarnya tuh Indonesia tuh udah powernya tuh kuat banget. Cuma memang kelasnya Thailand ini udah apa ya, kelasnya tuh udah memang juara bertahan dan juga memang kuat. Dari segi pemain seniornya. Kita terakhir tuh juara AFF itu yang U19. Setelah itu kita nggak pernah lagi juara, bahkan menyentuh ke final pun baru kali ini. Timnas senior. Dan itu udah ini pun pencapaian yang udah bagus banget sebenarnya.
One of the two best sides in the competition, and this is a young team that remember coming into this campaign.
Indo GG.
No one was really sort of giving them much of a chance of reaching this stage.
Paling nggak bisa gitu loh guys, satu. Kalau kosong tuh terlalu susah. Shooting dilakukan tadi. Titipan. Ini salah satu pemain tengah yang gelandang bertahan yang dimiliki oleh Thailand. Luar biasa yang agresif. Shooting kah? Spacok. Titipan. Shooting sudah. Masih gagal. Hampir saja menjebol gawang dan Deo kembali. Titipan.
They are enjoying
Temponya
themselves,
diperlambat lagi oleh Thailand, mengingat sudah unggul
I don't
juga.
think they've had an easier final. But it's because they've made it look
Evan
easy
Dimas.
with how hard they've worked.
Bangun serangan.
Yeah,
Evan Dimas.
Good run from him.
Kencang
Put
sekali
away by
Evan
Tristan
Dimas.
Doe.
Luar biasa.
I think that epitomizes the
Di
work
blok saja
ethic
oleh Tristan
in this
Doe.
team. Tristan Doe tracking all the way back, and he couldn't put in a lazy challenge already on that yellow card. He had to make sure he got that one right.
Here's Titipan. They've played in 3 previous finals, these two sides.
Lihat masih di sana.
It's final
Shooting
four
dilakukan.
straightforward.
Pelan kali ini
Bonadio.
dari Tristan Doe. Tangkap saja oleh
2016, remember that
Nandeo.
Indonesia
Tenang
actually
sekali.
won the first leg 2-1. Indonesia then went
Shoot
on
on
to
target
win the
kita
second
lihat
leg
7-1
2-0.
ya guys. Dan itu cukup jauh sekali, bahkan tidak menyampai setengahnya. Indonesia hanya dikasih setengah lapangan saja oleh Thailand.
Last 9
Kalau
matches,
faktor
6
stamina,
wins for Thailand, just 2 for
semua
Indonesia.
juga ini ya, kalau faktor stamina.
Difficult to get involved in the game with that. How quickly he's been closed down again here.
Ada sedikit kesakitan dari timnas Thailand tadi pemain.
Asnawi.
Asnawi.
That's a good ball. Dedik Setiawan.
Dedik, aduh Dedik. Masih jauh sedikit lagi. Di atas Mister Gawang dari
It's a
Thailand.
clever pass in behind
Kita lihat
for
di
Dedik.
samping ya, samping
Asnawi.
sebelah kiri. Kalau dari POV-nya
Could have been an interesting moment. That one ended up in
nice try
goal.
buat Indonesia. Iya, nice try banget. Kalau kita berharap di leg kedua pun bisa di apa namanya?
All eyes on him.
Bisa disamakan atau
Another
di
outstanding tournament.
balap
Tips
ya
on Terima.
poinnya menjadi 5-4 atau 4 sama. Agak sedikit
Probably
susah
decided
gitu. Karena di
by
leg kedua
now.
pun Thailand pasti akan menambah tempo permainan.
Here's
Kita
Rolla.
lihat Rolla di sana. Shooting kah?
Strong. Good work there from
Oh,
Alfiandra, but
kita lihat
he gets it.
shooting dilakukan.
Oh.
Masih atas sedikit
Interesting
lagi.
technique as well. Poklo on that shot. He's just
Poklo.
trying to get that to dip underneath the crossbar.
Pelatih dari Thailand marah kali ini. Tensinya justru lebih tegang di pelatih ya.
Good work here from
Oh,
Roller.
lihat
Comes
shooting
out to
dilakukan
Poklo.
menambah shoot on
And Thailand
target
have been
lagi.
so deadly from these long range shots.
Just
Lebih
saw as
banyak
well.
ini ya Thailand ya.
He was a little annoyed about that.
Shooting jarak jauh.
Alexander Polking. Commander Polking has been
Lihat kali ini.
very lively customer inside his technical area. We're into the final minute of this first leg. Flag an offside position.
We are
As a
Thailand.
Chanatip might be
terdengar.
MVP, but Supachok is my man of the match, and I will actually be upset if he doesn't get it at the end.
You were a little bit upset in the last semi-final when Shadan Sulaiman didn't get man of the match. But sorry, when Hassan Sani didn't get man
Hassan
of the match.
Sani didn't get it.
Yeah.
I think because he got sent off, right? So
Yeah. Let's see if you get that call right today, Roshan. We'll see Dedik Setiawan, Egi Maulana. Oh, lovely work there from Tristan Doe. Now just playing out these final few
Masih
minutes.
kita lihat.
There's the touches. It is all Thai
Tambahan
players.
waktu sudah diumumkan. 2 menit tambahan waktu.
yeah, I mean we're at that. You understand why his number of touches have gone up. You also understand
Pemain
why
Thailand
so many
kali
touches on the ball for
menguasai
Thailand. They've
posisi
dominated
yang
possession. They've dominated the
sangat
ball.
dikuasai ya guys ya.
They moved it around the pitch.
Dari segi hanya diberi setengah lapangan saja.
And they've just been in supreme form.
Just listen to the crowd. The Oles have started. Why not? The celebrations already beginning here.
Paling nggak bisa memperkecil atau bahkan menyamakan kedudukan sampai bisa comeback kayak Singapura kemarin, itu next try banget sih.
The title is theirs to lose now. It's such an emphatic lead. Here's what it is.
Thailand membangun serangan kembali, hanya diberi setengah lapangan ya guys ya. Tidak diberikan peluang untuk menembak Paklau.
Mario comes up quickly.
Paklau di sana. 4-0 cukup jauh.
Yeah, Eggy's come in and he's not had much of an impact as well, has he?
What happens now for the second leg, Roshan, now for Indonesia?
Wah, pendukung dari Thailand menggunakan baju adat mereka.
Yes.
Biasa. 2 menit tambahan waktu, sepertinya akan ditutup dengan 4-0 tanpa balas kali ini. Keren kali.
Yeah, sorry, you. It's just a simple yes,
yes,
isn't it?
I don't know.
What else can they do, right?
What else can they do, right? What, sit back and
not make it look too bad? They've got to get something back. They've got to go for it. Their fans will expect that from them.
I mean, I know we're here to.
Habis sudah next try buat Indonesia. Thailand 4-0, masih ada leg kedua ya guys ya.
The first leg might well be the final leg because
keren.
Thailand have been
masih ada hari esok ya guys ya.
Yeah, they've been excellent. A man right there,
4-0 tanpa balas kali ini Indonesia.
Superb. Couple of goals for him. Super chop. For me, the man of the match. Wonderful.
Ada Mary. Iya, Mary dari Thailand tuh. Ya udahlah guys ya. Udah cukup lah, aku nggak mau lama-lama menonton streaming ini karena cukup mengecewakan sekali. Aku bukan kecewa sama Indonesia, tapi aku kecewa aja. Harusnya itu bisa menang sih guys, tapi ya udah nggak apa-apa. Next try kita live lagi, insya Allah Indonesia pasti menang. Indonesia juara. Dadah guys. Aduh, aku nggak mau ngelihat kemenangan yang dilakukan oleh Thailand. Yang jelas next try banget buat Indonesia. Kita tutup ya. Dadah guys semuanya.